My name's Andrew Raitt, and I'm here to help you make some money in real estate. I want to talk about a really cool project that we're days away from closing on the sales side here in an area called Montecito Heights, just a little bit east of downtown. Actually, it's a stone's throw. It's adjacent to one of the more popular areas for people that are flipping houses called Highland Park. But what we have in this area is we got some beautiful views of Mount Washington, really a great community spirit in this area, and then gorgeous old craftsman houses that have been built up and down this area. Some consider this area one of the older areas in Los Angeles, but I think it's one of the older areas, and also people really took a good job at the houses. So what we have here is a project called Griffin, and we had this beat up looking older craftsman, actually that had been stuccoed previously, but we all like to have the siding on it that's available. But it had nasty siding, and it was broken up, and it was a nice sized 2-bedroom, 1-bath that really needed to be kind of brought back to life. Another thing that we did is most people in this neighborhood are using a lot of fencing that goes horizontal, and what we decided to do was change it up a little bit. Actually look at the house and say, what does this house want to be? What does it want to look like? And so we actually created a vertical with nice, outdoor wood that goes across the entire property, even on the inside of the porch itself. So it really differentiated it from any other thing that was out there, and people love it. In fact, the people who are buying it just are really excited. One of the things that caught my eye when I looked at this property initially was that there's this gorgeous porch that looks onto this really nice view of Mount Washington. And Mount Washington's another one of those areas that actually for a while has done very well. Took a bit of a dip during the financial meltdown, but now it's just on a ramp just up really fast. And when you have a property, you want to have some features that distinguish it from others that are on the market. Right now, we're in a benefit of a market where everything is selling. Everything that comes to the market sells quick. But you don't have that in mind. You want to make sure you have an asset that's going to be differentiated. So we have a really nice view. In addition, we have a huge long driveway. And we also have a 2.5-car garage with parking in front of it. So whatever family lives here, small or big, are going to be able to appreciate it. In addition to this, we have another house in the back that's almost like a giant bedroom / studio, whatever they want to make it. In fact, I think the new owners who buy it are probably going to want to turn it into its own little separate kitchen back there as well. But we'll let them do that. It's Andrew again. Want to talk about what you do inside of the house. And there's a lot of things to kind of go over, but just at a high level. The things that we do to differentiate ourselves to give somebody at the end of the day a beautiful home. You want to be able to have a product that looks so different on the market than your competition, but additionally, you want to give somebody just a great home to live in and not cut any corners. So we put brand new HVAC system, which is heating, ventilation, air conditioning, in it with all brand new ducting, all new plumbing. Redid a lot of the electrical, new flooring, new casings, new crown where necessary. But we also put in brand new windows, to the energy efficient windows. And what's challenging about this project, every city's a little bit different, but we're in a historic zone over here in Montecito Heights. And so before you pull certain permits, they're gonna want you to be able to comply with certain ordinances that are out there. So you have to kind of pay attention to that when you're doing your diligence on buying an asset, buying a house, an apartment, whatever you're doing. In this particular case, we had 7 different types of styles of windows, okay? 7 different types of styles. We also had some vinyl windows on here too that they had upgraded. But what we did is we actually went to the historic board and said, listen, we want to make this place look beautiful. And we have 7 different kinds of windows. We can either leave it the way it is, or we can put vinyl. They wanted us to put wood, but we negotiated and we put vinyl throughout the whole place, and this looks gorgeous this way. Another thing we did is we opened this up. Previously, this was just one big wall. And so we opened up the kitchen, and now it's a nice open floor plan. That's another thing that people really like. They like houses at home with floor plans. People can entertain, kids can communicate with their parents while they're cooking dinner or the such. And we also stage our properties. We want to stage it to make it feel like this is how they're going to live. This is this is how beautiful their house can look, whether the furniture looks as nice or it even looks better. And that's important. And then the other thing we do is little touches. We can keep fireplaces the way they are. Sometimes, you know, fireplaces look great the way they are, they get more character. But sometimes, like we've done here, is we've actually completely refaced the current fireplace that's functioning with a beautiful contemporary design. And so it's important that when you look at the house, what could the best value for this property be? And also at the cost. You can't let your costs get run out. You have to say, this is how much it's going to cost, and this is going to allow us to meet our margin when we turn around and sell it. And you always have to have a buffer too, because things happen. Materials go up in prices. You may have a hiccup with a contractor. You may want to bring on some people to finish it up quicker. So it just depends on every project. One of the things we do to differentiate ourselves is we always include very nice appliances in the home that come as part of the package. From an economical perspective, when the person is buying a home, now they don't have to come out of pocket for new appliances. Another thing that a lot of people don't do is we have lots of colors. We don't just put one color through the whole house. We'll come in, sometimes we'll have up to 5 different colors inside of a house. It's because it creates warmth, it creates difference when you're walking into a room from another room. It actually allows you to see distances. For example, we have 3 different colors you can look at right here. On this wall we have one color. On the inner wall we have another color. On the back wall we have a different color. And on the side walls we have another separate color. So just here we have multiple colors we're using, but it creates the depth in the house and it allows people to understand how beautiful this place could be when they buy it. Really what happened in this neighborhood where I saw was an opportunity was that where I felt the price I could sell this at was not necessarily 100% there with all the comps that are around here, but very specifically on this street there were comps available for me to sell it. So I bought this property for $300,000, which seemed like a lot to a lot of people, but I still had a ton of competition, and I was able to buy it. And it looks like we're in escrow to sell it for $490,000.